The biggest problem of hygiene in India is the people hygiene behavior. But what most people didn't talk about or even notice that the most of the hygiene related bad practices is done by literate people, and they even knows like about where to put the right garbage in right, like throw the right garbage in right dustbin, like blue one in blue dustbin they through dry dust, and the green one they have to put the wet. So they like the most of the mistake is done by literate, like more than illiterate people, and even they know they don't care about that. So hey everyone, I'm Abhinav. On this channel I share deep discussions, deep ideas, real experience that shapes the mind of our generation. Today I'm going to share why the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is failing and the cons of the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, like the side that negative side of it, like why it's failing. And yeah, it is quite like successful in many reasons, but it is still unsuccessful in many areas. Yeah. So without doing any further delay, let's head right into this video. So let's start. You know, in my area where I live, I just observed and noticed that the near like a panchayat or whatever municipal system, they like just install the car dustbin everywhere. And you know what I observed? Like, yeah, it's a like execution, like uh the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan started quite early in 2014, I think. And still, like, in my area, it's 2025, and they implemented so, like, you what it talked about, so, like, slow. And even they implemented what I noticed that, like, in my area, people just don't care. Even the dustbin is next to them, they throw on the road. They didn't throw the dustbin, like, the garbage in the right dustbin. And the second problem I noticed is like they didn't work like throw the like garbage in right dustbin, like with wet garbage in green one, and the dry in the blue one. And the third problem I noticed is like they overfill the dustbin, like, and they leave it open. They didn't even close the lid. And fourth thing I noticed the problem is they damage the dustbin. That's the they don't care about the government's such a threat, and because government whatever is invested. Yeah, people are just I don't need to say about anything, already most of the things. So yeah. So what's like we already talked the overall problem I notice, and there like if you find any other problem that you notice in the subhire beyond, like even the in the behavior of the people, yeah, that's all is about, like they are doing it wrong, you can comment down below. So we are moving headed to the solution part. What's the realistic practical solution of it? The solution of it is quite practical, the smart dustbin, and it's already implemented in many countries like China and many other US whatever, like not everywhere but in many parts. Well, yeah, that's implemented, but in India the government can start an initiative of smart dustbin. Like, what's it about? What is smart dustbin? Let's talk about it. Basically, uh It is dustbin like when a garbage thrower put garbage in that or throw it dustbin in the dustbin. The dustbin clicks a picture of that person and remembers it. And when that person again put the garbage in the right one, it gives them the reward of like uh 10 rupees or whatever you can consider it according to your like yeah. So you can play with human psychology like the reward and punishment system. If they put in the right one, they you need to give a reward, and then if you they did the mistakes, you need to give a punishment, whatever fine or like you may what to say, like showing the public imaging public that he this person didn't followed this. I don't know, like what do you think about this idea? All right, and it's few are the one already implemented in the many countries. So yeah, and what I found the problem in this solution is like the Indian people. I don't think care about the recipe. They maybe just steal that recipe. That's the problem in India. Trust people didn't care about the government budget. They just canvas. That's why even the ventilator in India aren't clean. Like ventilator machine, ventilating machine works like in Japan or many other countries. Mostly in Japan, everywhere. Like where you put the coin or money, it will give you the whatever stuff you want to eat or whatever thing just directly without any person need. So why it's not came in India is like because the behavior of Indian people, like they just steal it and maybe damage bullies. So that's why. So I'm summarizing the whole video is like the problem is not only the government of our government policies. Yeah, they have problem a little bit with execution. They have the problem with the like not giving strict things. The most what's the most like problem the people didn't notice is like India people behavior or behavior of the people in India is like their hygiene inadequate is quite fucked up. And like we don't need like everyone knows. Yeah. So I just not need to hire. And what's the solution if of it is like quite practical to play with the mind of the people in a right way, like using the human psychology, understanding how human brain works. So you can use the rewarded punishment system. And like even the government know, I don't know why they didn't follow about like the things and didn't execute it so fast. So like India just daydream like I have to do this, I gonna do this, but never do. And even do like very slow and very like it's quite slow. So India didn't need daydreaming, but India need execution with innovation. That's all for today. I'm Abhinav. Remember, restriction provokes creativity. Peace.